think this comment applies to a lot of us, that we're hardest on ourselves, that we find it hardest to be kind to ourselves compared to being kind to others. And I just jot down a few points about why I think that is so, and it's some well-known points. The first one is that when we criticize ourselves, it's a form of a defense mechanism, that we use it to falsely believe that if we're hard on ourselves, then we would improve a lot more or improve a lot faster, which has been shown not to be the case. And the second thing is that we are so close to our own flaws, that we see so much details of it, that it's very hard for us to not be hard on ourselves. Then next thing is that it's a type of cultural conditioning, that we see being kind to ourselves is a form of arrogance or a form of selfishness, that our society rewards when we are kind to other people, but don't reward us when we are kind to ourselves. And the last thing I'll say is that kindness is seen as a type of giving up, that if we're not hard on ourselves, then really we're not pushing ourselves to improve. And so those are some of the common reasons why we do it, that we're being so hard on ourselves. But having said that, I have to say that since becoming a parent, I have found it easier to be kind to myself, because that I am now so acutely aware that my children are watching me all the time and they mimic what I do. And if I make a mistake or something happens that I did wrong, then if I'm hard on myself, I see that they mimic that. So I have become a lot more conscious to be kind to myself, and also to express kindness to myself, just so that they too will mimic it. And that message, I hope, is something that's useful for all of you listening, that you can see yourself from an external perspective, either children watching you, or your parents watching you, or your best friends watching you. What would they say? And have that message from externally rather than internal, where we are hardest on ourselves. So I find that useful. I hope all of you give yourself a lot more kindness